So yes, Splunk is a big data platform. The analogy I would drive is Splunk does for machine data what Google does for website data. If we peel back, why is that so important right now? We've been talking about digital transformation for a couple of decades now. Digital transformation means getting all of your business processes online and accessible. There are many benefits of that, but now with online services, you have seas and oceans of data available that you can tap and get signals out of, get aha moments out of, if you can find the data and process it effectively and have the right site type of tooling to allow the average user on the average day to play with that data to get better data decision making. And ultimately, I think all of us, all companies will become data-driven companies. And I think that's the foundation of what's propelling Splunk.
Doug, I totally get it, having been to so many tech conferences, but can you give our audience an example of that moment where a company realizes it has this amazing data and can make business decisions based on that information?
Sure. A good European example is Dubai airports. They started just trying to secure their cybersecurity landscape by reading all the data that comes across the cyber landscape so they could understand if they're at risk. But using similar data, they've used it in everything from shortening lines through security. They've got a 5-minute or less guarantee. Securing Wi-Fi so that when we get through those lines and we're surfing, we feel like we're safe and have high speeds. Ensuring that baggage delivery is accelerated and you get your bags as quickly as possible. And even something as crazy as delivering a golden bathroom. Understand the traffic flows through their bathrooms and making sure that they're clean and pristine for their passengers.
Got it, Doug. That's a fantastic example. Thank you very much for that. Let me ask you about what comes next, because a lot of companies, it feels like it's early days where they've just started to realize the data that they have on file and what they can do with it. So where would you say that many companies are along that line, that early adopter line?
Yeah, I get asked that a lot by investors and by customers. I would say we're still in the very, very early innings and early growth of this whole data-driven phenomena. Organizations still are early in putting their business processes online, and then they have to go through the whole exercise of now understanding what data does that give them access to, and what kinds of questions can they ask that they may have never thought of asking before as they get real-time flows of data in, given that they can process it quickly and find answers. That gives them a whole set of power to give answers and take actions in ways that I don't think most of us have really thought of yet. As we've seen companies like Uber, as you were talking about earlier, come online out of nowhere, really with a data backbone as a core of their service around a digital footprint.
Doug, I don't want anyone to have my data. That's how I feel about it at the moment, because I don't trust anyone to do the right thing with it and privacy, and I don't trust them for their security to be good enough as well because of cyber security. What can you say to me and the millions of people like me who don't want anyone to have my data? And I'd imagine that's a big bar to your business if myself, others and corporations don't want to give you that data.
Yeah, the interesting part about Splunk is that in general, we provide the platform for companies to use. And increasingly what we've seen over the course of this year is they're using that platform to help with GDPR. I think that data privacy is incredibly important, and we're still in very early innings with that as well. People are waking up and realizing that their data actually matters, and they want visibility on what happens to that data. And the right tooling can both help ensure security. It can give indications and allow root cause analysis of a data breach of any sort, but it also can be proactive and predictive in ensuring that no one is taking your data, and if they are, that you have allowed that access of data. We're early in these phases. I think we'll see lots of evolutions with both iterations of GDPR and other regulations globally as we all, as a species, kind of wake up and try and understand what does this data revolution mean for each one of us.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.